guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please make sure that you make the things happen so you can get notified every time I drop new content. We are back again with an all new episode of PWA. Yeah, this is the last one before we hop back in our ASE. I know it's been a long since I recorded some ASE content, but yeah, I've been enjoying booking this one, even though it has been hard um having to work around the save because I really want to. I'm basically trying to not do the mistakes that I did in AC, like in my early years in AC. So yeah, we are doing the pay-per-view Danger Zone. We did Akadome. Well, I did not record Akadome. I only recorded the last one we recorded was Take Your Takedown, and a lot has happened since then. Um, Akadome was the previous month. We had this matchup here, the team of Aliyah Malala, DJ Stevens versus Serena Slaughter, Trisha Boone versus the Chaos, Leah Lament, Major Patton versus Banshee and Hydra. It was the number one contenders match for the tag team titles. We had Nikki Nightshade versus Belladonna. Yeah, we had this happen. And yeah, if you have been here long enough, you know that these two broke up and whatnot. So they faced each other at Akadome, and the guest referee was Zara, who has been on Nikki Nightshade's case, basically trying to find out why she turned on her partner and just basically telling her that it's not really worth it. You know, the part that you're taking is not worth it. So we had that. We had this ongoing feud here, the PW Aces versus the Golden Era, and the PW Aces picked up a win. We had Delany Voss, Tiz Martel versus Cordella DuPont and May Asumi in a tag team championship match. We had Kazumi Takano defend her and make her first. Was it the first defense? No, I'm lying. Dethrone Kim Katana for the PWA Revolution Championship. And we had, for the main event, we had Sarah Keller versus Mariko. So that's what we had. I'm sure if you've been here long enough, you know that I've been trying to build something off of Sarah Keller and Mariko because they're both from Japan in this law. Okay, they are both from Japan. Basically, they're both from Japan, and nobody know. No, the PWA universe doesn't necessarily know. You know, it's only like the hardcore fans that know that. Oh, there was a time where Sarah Keller was in Japan, and had small friendship going on with Mariko. So we had these two best friends facing off, and an interference happened. Kim Katan actually screwed Mariko. Yeah, and which is kind of like a funny setup because she lost her title and was like, you know what, I have unfinished business with Mariko, and I'm not gonna have her win the PWA Queen's crown before me. So screwed, and we had that. What was our final score? 42, which is not a bad, kind of our lowest. Oh, that was our lowest. Oh, that's crazy. But anyways, yeah, we have Danger Zone pay per view. But yeah, we have the Danger Zone pay per view, which is basically our. What is this? Which is basically our War Games pay per view. I don't know. I don't know how to work around the pay per views that are gonna follow because I'm used to the AC setup where after the War Games it's like a battle royal. Here we had a battle royal earlier in the year, and I don't want to make another battle royal. So yeah, we have the Danger Zone, which is I don't know I don't know why I thought it was Warzone. You will see in the build I wrote Warzone for some weird reason. But yeah, we have Danger Zone pay per view, which is kind of like our War Games pay per view. So on the card, without wasting any time, let's get into it. We have Phoebe versus Mayasumi in a parking lot brawl match. We have Kazumi Takano versus Belladonna in a normal match. We have the Diamond Divas versus the Bloody Americans for the PWA Tag Team Championships. We have Nikki Nightshade versus Heathen in a normal match. And we have, for the War Game setup, we have the Golden Era versus the PWA/Dynasty, which is something that I did not promise on the last episode. I did promise that we're gonna have the Golden Era. It might be the Golden Era versus the the Golden Era versus the Diamond Divas. But yeah, I decided to choose storyline over star power in this one. So yeah, let's get into it. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. We have Phoebe versus Mei Sumi in a parking lot brawl. Phoebe finds herself in a brutal parking lot brawl against Mei Sumi, a fight that was never supposed to be hers. Originally, Phoebe was set to clash with Cordelia DuPont, but things changed when Cordelia DuPont decided that, you know what, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna help the PWAs handle the Golden Era business, And yeah, initially Meisumu was supposed to be here because they're all under the dynasty. So Meisumi was supposed to be part of the War Games match, but then Cordelia DuPont saw that, okay, yeah, the Golden Era has some big guns, so I might as well take Meisumi's spot and help out the PWA Aces. So yeah, that's what's happening here. This match was not supposed to happen, but Cordelia DuPont was like, you know what, Meisumi, go take care of Phoebe for me. So that's what's happening here. Um, basically explained everything. So yeah, this match was not supposed to happen. We were supposed to be Phoebe versus Cordelia DuPont, but then Cordelia DuPont was like, you know what, I'm gonna have Meisumi handle Phoebe, and I'm gonna help out the PW Aces, which is kind of like a very smart choice, because another thing, um, the last time Meisumi and Phoebe have faced before, and the last time they faced, their match ended in a draw. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things where it's like it's allowable if there is such a word. It's kind of like Cordell DuPont is valid for not even entertaining Phoebe, because yeah, her reasoning is valid. So we have that going on here. We have Kazumi Takano versus Belladonna. This one is pretty much simple. Kazumi Takano faces Belladonna. I'm the number one contender for the PWA Revolution Championship. Belladonna faced Major Pettin, Jay Holloway, and Eiko Okuda in a fatal four-way match for this opportunity. So another fun fact, Kazumi Takano has never been defeated since her debut. So ever since her debut, I'm sure you're gonna remember. I'm not sure if when did she debut? Oh, she debuted, I think, last month. So yeah, you wouldn't know. But yeah, she debuted last month. I had a tournament set up to determine the number one contender for the PWA Revolution Championship. And this is her run basically. She beat Eiko Okuda, she beat Major Pettin, she beat Jay Holloway. Okay, this is very funny. I'm not sure if you noticed, the people that she beat in the tournament are the people that basically faced each other in the fatal four-way that Belladonna was in. So yeah, she's unbeaten. She's PWA Revolution champion. Sorry, and I'm gonna get to why. I'm gonna get into more detail as to what to look forward to, or what to basically um, check. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, I'm gonna basically fill you in on Kazumi Takano and her role in PWA. So I think that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, we have this one: Delaney Voss versus Delaney Voss, Tess Mattel, the Diamond Divas versus the Bloody Americans. This one is also simple. 2 weeks ago, the Bloody Americans set their sights on the PWA Tag Team Championships, challenging the Diamond Divas after noticing that the champions had no contenders heading to Dangerzone or Dangerzone. In response, Vitanil booked a singles match between Delaney Voss and Cara America. With a decisive victory, America sent a clear message, that the Bloody Americans aren't just challengers, they're a threat. So I didn't get into the importance for storyline. I don't think there's an important storyline for this. So there isn't much happening. So yeah. So this one is pretty much simple. Delaney Voss and Tess Mattel, they faced, I think, before this match, they faced the number one contenders from Akadome. I believe. Yeah. They faced the Scream Queens and they beat the Scream Queens. I think for the third time now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, heading to this event, they had no challenges, and the bloody Americans who have been trying to cook up something, who have been like very a force to be dealt with. They were like, wait, the tag team championships aren't being defended, right? We might as well take this opportunity before anyone gets to it, right? And in close brackets, yeah, the tag team division is kind of like effed up at this moment. There's a lot of teams that are being built. There's a lot of people that are breaking up. There's a lot of teams that are being built. So that's why heading to this event, the Diamond Divas didn't have any challenges. The only team that looked like valid or that looked like, it's on the road, something is going for them are the Bloody Americans. So yeah, yeah. Outside of the Scream Queens, it looks like it was like the Bloody Americans that have something going on. So yeah, that's what's happening there. And we have Nikki Nightshade versus Heathen in a one-on-one match. This one is quite interesting. 2 months ago, at PWA Overtake, Nikki Nightshade stunned the world by turning on her partner Belladonna. Sorry, moments after they fell short in a grueling tag team match. Sorry, in a tag team match against the Scream Queens, Banshee and Hydra. Zara, being hired to be PWA's mediator, confronted Nightshade about her turn against Belladonna, and Nightshade basically denied to give her answers. So to close this case, Rita Neal booked a match between Nikki Nightshade and Belladonna, but Zara would come in and announce herself as a guest referee. Um, so yeah, at Arca Dome, Zara would screw Nikki Nightshade and give Belladonna a win over her ex tag mate to see how Nightshade would react. Because yeah, Zara is basically hired as a mediator and she's trying to get into why Nightshade did what she did. She's been trying to reassure her, being like, look, you could have told Belladonna that you wanted this, that. You didn't have to turn on her. So yeah, Zara is in the midst of all of this. And since as of recent, Nightshade has been basically taunting Zara. Zara is like, wait, I'm not hired to fight, but I do have someone who's gonna fight you, which is Heathen. So Heathen made her debut last month at Arca Dome. Yeah, she made her debut after this matchup. Yeah, after this matchup, Zara screwed Nikki Nightshade over. Nightshade attacked Zara, and Heathen made her debut. Yeah, she made her debut, and it looks like Heathen is going to be working very close with Zara. So yeah, that's what's happening here. Then we have the War Games setup, highly anticipated. I'll get into why this happened and not Golden Era versus. Did I change winners? No, I didn't. Wait, what am I pressing? What's happening? I almost changed the winner. Okay. So okay, cool stuff. So we have this one is a bit long, but yeah, it's interesting. It's gonna get to why this match is happening. So Golden Era versus the PWA Dynasty. Um, yeah, you see the competitors here. It's Destiny Craft, Mariko, Neely Craft, Sarah Keller, Tony Newell. Mariko actually is an added member here because it's supposed to be 5. This one is 5-on-5. And we have the PWA Dynasty, Cordilla DuPont, Kim Katana, Malia Brass, Maya Rodriguez, and Raquel Reyes. So the build up for this one, for the past 3 months, tensions between the Golden Era and the PW Aces have escalated into an all-out war. It all began when Malia Raz declared her intent to take Sarah Keller's PWA Queen's Crown Championship and dismantle the faction once and for all. The warning came after the Diamond Divas dethroned the Craft Sisters as PWA Tag Team Champions, and Kim Katana ended Tony Newell's reign as Revolution Champion. The feud reached the boiling point at Tokyo Takedown and Aka Dome. The Craft Sisters secured a victory at Tokyo Takedown alongside the Scream Queens, but at Aka Dome, the PWA Aces struck back with the help of their apparent new recruit Jade, um, Jay Holloway's ex-partner. So, Road to War Games. The PWA Aces challenged the Golden Era to a faction versus faction war. PWA GM Rita Neal made it official. Their battle will culminate inside War Games. Week 2, the PWA Aces attempted to take out the Craft Sisters before Danger Zone by sending Anya Maharani and Jade to attack them, but the plan backfired, and Anya and Jade were injured instead. So yeah, let me go back to this. So week 2, the PW Aces were a bit sneaky. You know, they did realize that heading into Danger Zone, they are going against the Golden Era, and Golden Era has solid wrestlers. So they were like, you know what, let's send Anya Maharani and Jade to take out at least 2 people, the Craft Sisters, so that when they get to Danger Zone, they're at a disadvantage. But plans backfired. Actually, Nearly Craft and Destiny Craft fought back, and Anya Maharani and Jade got injured. So that's what happened. Let me go back to the story. So yeah, week 3 with the PW Aces shot off 2 members. Malia Brass, I made a mistake here. 2 members. Yeah, with the PW Aces shot with 2 members. Malia Brass turned to the Dynasty for backup because earlier this year the Dynasty had a dish with had some sort of like, I think it's an ongoing rivalry. The Dynasty doesn't really like the Golden Era. So yeah, Malia Perez turned to the Dynasty for backup. Though hesitant at first, Kim Katana ultimately um, sided with the PW Aces after learning Mariko has aligned with the Golden Era. So yeah, that's what happened. Mariko's terms when it comes to her joining the Golden Era, she agreed to join the Golden Era only if she gets a rematch against Sawakela. So that's what happened. Week 4, Kim Katana versus Mariko in a Warzone advantage match, Danger Zone advantage match. Mariko won after Phoebe fended off Cordella DuPont's interference. So yeah, this is why Cordella DuPont saw it fit to basically help out the PW Aces, because she was like, okay, we're gonna have a problem. So yeah, she decided to send May Asumi to basically take care of Phoebe. So that's what's happening here. And yeah, let's basically start this. And here we go. I don't know when was the last time I started a match with an angle. But yeah, this one turns out to be bad. Turns out to be a bad angle, but we are cooking, right? Oh, we are not cooking. 29. What? Come on, man. Who doesn't like a parking lot brawl? Come on. Someone's lying. Okay, the performance is the one that's kind of like a bit off. Okay, completely understandable. So this was a risk for me. But okay, let's read the important for storyline. Phoebe picks up a win, important for storyline. Last time Phoebe and May Asumi faced off, that match ended in a draw. So Phoebe finally picks up a win against May Asumi. Okay, I think that's it, basically. Yeah, that's basically ending this short, whatever this is. Yeah, so Phoebe gets her win. And this was really hard to book, right? Because there was a point where I completely forgot that Phoebe has an ongoing feud with Cordella DuPont. So it was like, let's add a match to it. You know, let's do like kind of like a trilogy thing. Let's make like a third match. But then at the same time, it was like, if Phoebe faces Cordella DuPont, there won't be any, star power in the War Games match. So Cordella DuPont has to make that sacrifice. You understand? So from a booking standpoint, I knew this wouldn't hit, but I was hoping that it would be something higher. But yeah, it is what it is. It is. That's what I get for not listening to my gut. But anyway, we move. And this match happens for the three, which is impressive, by the way, because in all honesty, this is just me talking from a gamer um, perspective. I didn't think Belladonna could hold her own. But yeah, it makes me happy that as a single superstar, something might cook. So yeah, I didn't write much here because there isn't much to basically write. But yeah, Belladonna has split with Nikki Nightshade, so she's trying to find herself. She's trying to find herself as a single superstar, as Nikki Nightshade, has kind of like accomplished. You know, I feel like Nikki Nightshade has. Let me not say I feel. Nikki Nightshade is actually a good single superstar, right? She has been paired with Belladonna as of recent. So now they've broken up, and Belladonna is now, you know, trying to find her feet. So her first match, let me come lying. So yeah, basically her challenging for the PWA Revolution Championship immediately after splitting with Nikki Nightshade. It gives hope. It gives hope. Even in her bio, it does say so that Belladonna was paired with Nikki Nightshade for a reason, so she could find her feet. Now it's sink or swim. So she goes with Kazumi Takano. Kazumi Takano picks up a win. Kazumi Takano is. I want her to be the face of PWA. Just as like how ASE has people that I want to see as faces, like Jin Bao, like Raj Watson, um, and all of those people, Mike Mayhew, Kazumi Takano. I want her to be up there with Jay Holloway. I'm also pushing Jay Holloway as the next face. I want her to be up there with Jay Holloway. I want her to be up there with Delany Voss and all of that. So yeah, Kazumi Takano is gonna be on a crazy streak. So expect that. Okay, this match kind of cooked, which is yeah what I expected. Another thing when it comes to war games matches, yeah, I feel like you have to really sit down when you book kind of like these kind of like pay-per-views, because you use most of the roster in the main event to a point that other matches you really have to cook something, create something out of nothing if there isn't a story already. So yeah, this one was short notice, but it worked. I love that it gave me ratings. There's no important for storyline. The Diamond Divas are just untouchable at this moment, but they are going to face some pretty good teams. Like I said, that there are other teams that are building up, there are other teams that are being created. Now that on the other side, we are kind of like losing solid teams. So yeah, the Diamond Divas are on a roll, but they're about to have like crazy challenges as time goes. And also the Craft Sisters haven't asked for their rematch, so there's also that happening. So yeah, Diamond Divas are untouchable at this point. Um, Let me see. What? I'm trying to say experience. I think the Black Americans are more experienced. Yeah, close enough. So yeah, semi-main event. Oh, we cooked. Nice. I wanted this to happen. He then picks up a win. No important for storyline. He then just makes a strong debut against Nikki Nightshade. And yeah, that's basically it. But then from talking on like a book's end, Nikki Nightshade is definitely head first, going head first in the main event scene. Like the fact that she just like broke off a tag team, um, and is facing people like Heathen, is in feuds is with people like Sarah Keller, you know, Sylvia Rose, Nikki Nightshade is going to be indestructible. The reason she broke up with Belladonna is because she wants to be the Nikki Nightshade that people know. The Nikki Nightshade that is considered as a pillar in PWA. So that's what's happening. Hidden picks up a win. She's new, she's fresh, picks up a win, and she's there to spice up PWA. So yeah, she celebrates with Zara, important for storyline. Okay, here's the important for storyline, and the angle is crazy. What 57 angle? That's a first. Important for storyline. I think this is popularity because of popularity. Important for storyline. He then picks up a win for Zara's problems with Nikki Nightshade seem to be solved. Looking into Heathen's debut against Nikki Nightshade, the PWA universe believes that Zara will be managing the superstar if not teaming up with her long term. So, spoiler, Zara and Heathen, I want them to be a team. They look like a team, So, yeah, Zara is, for now, she's just like being a mediator. She's not in the ring. I think we're gonna have something where like Zara is currently uninspired to step in the ring, and she's gonna step in the ring because of Nikki Nightshade. So yeah, main event 42. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. All these sacrifices just for 42. What? What? Okay. These people are putting their bodies on the line for 42. Like, okay, I'll get to it. But okay, the finish is quite simple. Mariko pins Kim Katana. Important for storyline, Mariko gets her revenge on Kim Katana, seemingly putting their rivalry to rest. But this marks the second time in 3 events that Mariko wins with an assist. Yeah, 3 significant events, by the way. So I'm not counting like tag team matches and all of that. Counting like significant matches. So yeah, but this marks the second time in 3 events that Mariko wins with an assist. Kim Katana won't take this lightly. Expect retaliation. So Malia Brass is also furious at Cordelia DuPont for changing plans at the last minute, further straining their alliance. So that's basically it. So that's basically what's happening there. So I'm gonna talk as to why we have this setup and not the Golden Era versus the Golden Era versus what is this? I'm forgetting. The Diamond Divas. So the reason I did that was simply because I felt like the feud between the Golden Era and the Diamond Divas was dragged. Like they have been going at it since the year started. So I feel like it has dragged, and there's not really like a motivation to work around, because the Diamond Divas, they basically got what they wanted. They got the tag team championships. They indirectly helped Kim Katana take the PWA Revolution Championship from Tony Newell. So they basically finished with the Golden Era. So it makes no sense, even though it does kind of like make sense for the Golden Era to go for the Diamond Divas, but then it would make no sense for them not to get there that easily, right? With the PW Aces making it clear that they are coming for them. So yeah, that's why the Diamond Divas versus the Golden Era didn't happen. Even and that one would have stole the show. I'm sure it would have been 50 something or close to 60 or first 60. But then I decided to go with this storyline because it's pretty much valid. I feel like it's a storyline that works. It's a storyline that will pay off long term, especially for the PW Aces, because like I said, I want them to be up there. I want them to be up there with the Golden Era when it comes to like top factions in the company. So Yeah, I did mention that I want them to be above the dynasty. So that's what's happening here. Also, the initial team for the PWA says was supposed to be Jade, Anya Maharani, and yeah, Malia Pras. It was supposed to be the PW Aces, the originals, fully. But then because I felt like Jade and Anya Maharani don't have the stats it takes to carry a match like this, I felt like I needed to substitute it with Cordella DuPont, substitute them with Cordella DuPont and Kim Katana. So that's what we have here. And I don't understand how we got who's dragging the team down. Okay. But I completely understand. I feel like, yeah, okay. Malia Brass is obviously the leader, so I couldn't have found an alternative to switch things up a bit. And Mayo Rodriguez was needed in this match. Actually, the part of the PW Aces that is here is needed in this match because I am thinking long term. I want Malia Brass and Mayo Rodriguez to be the most insufferable superstars in PWA says. I want them to be the next top heels. So they had to be here. Michael Reyes is just there. Michael Reyes is well established, so there isn't much worry into it. But yeah, I'm actually happy that we got this. And let's see our overall look. Here we have the Golden Era celebration. Important for storyline, we have Mariko and Sarah Kella doing a handshake. Sarah Keller's handshake with Mariko confirms that Keller is keeping her part of the deal, which is giving Mariko a championship shot heading to World's End. So we got a 40 for a War Games pay-per-view. How crazy is that? And people, I'm sure they are very injured. People are injured. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide them so I forget about them completely. So I don't be reminded of the sacrifice. Oh my god, Kim Katana, you don't even have a bar. I'm so sorry, Kim Katana. Malia Brass, I'm so ill, Morocco, I'm so sorry. Rodriguez, I'm so sorry. I think it's because they don't have stamina, these people. And they do actually have stamina. They just hide. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. No bars, that's crazy. What am I even gonna do for my next pay-per-view? That's crazy. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna work with whatever we're working with. But yeah, I planned on making Samara Peter's debut, if you remember. Uh, the plan was to have the Golden Eras versus the Diamond Divas for the War Game setup and have Samara Peters as a surprise entrant. But then Samara Peters, I think this is what I want to do. I want you to see something. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want Samara Peters involved in whatever Nikki Nightshade is cooking. And I want Deja Stevens to be part of it because Deja Stevens and Samara Peters have cool headbands. And these three look like a band. So that's what's happening here. Other than that, you know the deal. We have to continue where we left off. Oh my goodness, I missed the save.